So, as you all know, a lot of people have made this point, so far that very dark man is a necessity in Nigeria, and I agree with those people saying that very dark man is a very big force. That no matter how you try to water his efforts, in fixing Nigeria, in making sure that there is a fair in everything that goes on in Nigeria and people should be treated well. You see, that guy is a necessity, and I join the people who, keep saying that this guy is a necessity. I join them by saying that yesterday this guy arrived in Abuja and held a massive demonstration in Abuja last night. When a lot of you are sleeping in your house, this guy landed in Abuja and held very big, massive, demonstration at that night. You see, that is why I keep saying that. You see people like Very Dark Man, you see people like Omoyele Sowore. These two individuals is a necessity in Nigeria, and so many others. But I just want to talk about these two people first, because I've seen the effort some other people are, are putting into, just like they're doing. But these two people are just a necessity in Nigeria, whether you like it or not. These people fight for every Nigerian, irrespective of your religion and your own region as well. They don't take side, People like Omoyele Sowore has fought for many Nigerians, irrespective of your own tribe and wherever you are coming from. They just want a fair country. So Very Dark Man landed in Abuja yesterday, and he had a very big demonstration, and I commend some youth, some Nigerian youth who came out yesterday, in joining him in that demonstration. It's very important, and the government is afraid of Very Dark Man. Everyone knows this. Even the government themselves know that this young man has become one of the biggest force in Nigeria as of today. And because this credit is being given to Very Dark Man because of the failure of the government. If the government is performing very well, some of you may not even know Very Dark Man. Some of us may not even know him today. But because the government has failed, and this young man decided to take it upon himself to do some certain things that government is not doing, this young man has zero fear in anything that government is planning to do or whatever they want to do. He challenged them all the time, anywhere, anytime, any day. And there is people like him in some other countries, which I have seen some of them. So every Nigerian must step up in trying to build Nigeria. Do whatever you can to make sure that we have a better country. It is only in Nigeria in 2026 that we does not have electricity, which is one of the biggest crime committed against humanity. In the same country, we do not even have security. Nigerians cannot be secured. And we have all the security agencies in the country. What does that tell you as a Nigerian? It is very sad. And I commend Very Dark Man for doing this, because obviously the government is panicking, because a lot of them are afraid that whenever Very Dark Man fall out of the street, what happened in 2020 is going to happen again. And this time around, if it happens this time around, even the president himself is not going to be safe. Yes. What happened in 2020 continue. If they make mistake, if this government make mistake by allowing people to bring out their angers on the street of Nigeria again, anything that makes Nigerians to fall out on the street of Nigeria again, all the presidency and the people that is working for him, all the governors across the 36 states, all the senators, it is only a few governors that will escape that, which me and you know the governors, few of them that I'm talking about. The government is really, really afraid of Nigerians falling out on the street. But at the same time, they also understand that some of us are so dumb that we don't have anything upstairs. That is what is giving them mind to do all these things that they are doing. At the end of the day, they feel like they can get away with it. So Very Dark Man is a necessity in Nigeria, today, tomorrow, and forever. That guy has done an amazing job, in terms of trying to fix this country, doing whatever he can to make sure that Nigerians have a better life. No matter how bad, how you hate him, no matter how he discuss you, that guy is an amazing guy, and he has done a great job. When he does something that is not aligned, of course, I may come out tomorrow and say that whatever this guy has done this time around does not align. But at this point, that guy has done what no Nigerian has ever done. And I commend his boldness, his fearlessness, and also the Nigerian youth, who are joining him in voicing out and doing all these things that they are doing. At the end of the day, we just want a country that works for everybody. It's not like we hate anybody being a president. It's not like we hate any tribe being a president. We just want a country that works for everyone. You know, all this money that these people are borrowing, this government are borrowing, is being put into of no use. Zero work, but they keep borrowing money on a daily basis. In a country that we have all it takes to fix our country. But some certain individuals are destroying the country. I was watching an interview about for this former new minister of power, saying that electricity has improved in the 4 weeks without zero evidence. Nigeria that lives in darkness. These are the kind of people that are not supposed to go anywhere close to government house. But because of the corruption that Tinubu is the father of corruption, that is why these kind of people have access, you know, to public office. But at the end of the day, it's left for me and you to fix this country, and it takes nothing to fix this country. It's just that a lot of Nigerian youth are not ready. You know, that is why the country is still the way it is today.